EA Sports, within the game.
I put some kid in my favorite outfit. She let me do what I put on my outfit. When you love, you pay it off, you don't have to care. When you pay your own bills, you don't have to care. If they know it ain't broken, they got to share. We just got a fake load, it's a lot of here. That way on this first thing, you don't matter. Rock them out the car, man, they drive the simple. I don't got the car, okay, my G. My watch is up with Paul. We gon' hit the head and watch the body fall. I'm going to go, so I ain't taking no more calls. That PC Pop gotta give her all the calls. I want this taco, the roadie in my job. I put it up, you can help a nigga live. You be okay if you make it to tomorrow. $25 for a check. Wearing on niggas acting like they ain't acting. Going up, she ain't tryna let me get a check. Going on fast cars, trying up a check. Around y'all, we ain't playing like it's other rappers. Wearing all you be trying to say what she get at me. Here I go, man, gonna go back to back. Here I go. Dancing stars, getting money more. Running that coupe, yeah, the kid push guard. Brushing up blessings while I'm in your gut. Mama ain't stressing, I'm still going hard. I'm too busy, too many business, live my own network and shit. Go that gold and black card. Niggas in this black, get niggas straight to be wet with it. Check ain't no need to ask hard. Always be grubbing. If he on my wrist, ain't accepting apology. So I'm proud of you, ain't gotta be proud of me. I'm a dog, but you don't gotta lie to me. I'm dookie, that money keep calling me. Can't alone, shopping at Dollar Tree. She keep calling, that's why I don't gotta see. That's a nigga, she never you gotta see. $25 for a check. Wearing on niggas acting like they ain't acting. No, ain't no, she ain't tryna let me get a check.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Taking it about the 1. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. Finding room at midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 14. They go play action now. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams from 4 yards out. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield and made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes,
a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Watson on first down. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission. Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. On 2nd and 9, Wilson on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second and 7. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Throwing is Wilson. Now the ball comes loose, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. It is. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Cade York for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Play action. It's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have